And since I threw you a softball, easy for you to hit a home run, and you
What?
completely went right by it. Thank you for asking me. The food that we ate when we were growing up the most in my house.
I didn't feel like that was a.
Twice.
I didn't feel like that was a reciprocal question.
I know, but twice. I lobbed it at you. I'm like, bring it back.
Oh,
Here you go.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me do it now.
Let's try it. Ready?
Okay. So what was
Did you have
your
a question for me?
what was your
Oh, mine?
nostalgic food growing up?
Oh, it was not nostalgic.
Oh,
It was the thing that we had the most.
the most.
Yeah, picadillo. Hi, I'm Peter.
And I'm Kevin.
Welcome to the This and That Chat.
And chop.
What?
What was that?
This and That Chat.
That was like a karate chop. Sorry,
It is, I guess.
I guess.
Anything new?
No. What about you?
Nothing. And that's it for today's episode. Thank you for joining us.
That sucks. I thought you were gonna pick up where I was going with that.
Why?
What do you want to do today?
Well, you didn't say what you wanted to do.
I know, but it was kind of going there. You're like, what's new? Nothing. What about you?
I don't know. That's what you wanted?
Yeah. Well, what about you? Remember how they were like,
What are you
I don't
talking
know.
about?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Wait.
You're the one that said that you thought
Wait,
that
you
I
don't
was
get the
going...
movie reference?
No.
Oh, no. That's even worse.
What's the movie reference?
I thought you were following along.
What is it?
It's Jungle Book. The vultures. And what about you?
That's not what they say.
Yeah. What do you want to do today?
Is that what they say?
Yeah. And it's just like a back and forth of, what about you?
I don't remember.
What
that.
about you?
I'm gonna have to
And
look.
it's just back and forth. And they like,
I'm
they
gonna
do
have...
this with their shoulders.
I know they do that with their shoulders, but I don't know what you're talking about.
What? Is there a way for us to do movie magic and you pause it and we start it when you're watching it and you're like, oh.
Absolutely. But guess what? We're not gonna do.
No.
Why are you giving me more work?
Wait, because it would just be movie magic.
You wanna see
Pause.
some odd... Yeah, but then I have to edit after.
Why?
Because it
Wouldn't you
doesn't
just restart?
magically come into the screen.
No, not the video. Just pause and now we cut to a scene where you're watching the video. Like this. And then you're like, oh, that scene.
Or you just bring it up and I look at it
Dang
really
it.
quick.
Do you know how old that movie is? They probably don't have that on YouTube.
No, but I bet you I bet you they have the scene.
Jungle Book.
Jungle Book.
You know that if we're not going with Disney Princess, you know, Jungle Book's my favorite Disney movie.
What would be mine? Favorite Disney movie?
Not including, you know, like any princess related stuff.
Angels in the Outfield. It's
Animated.
It's a Disney
Animated.
movie.
Ooh. We don't want to get censored, you know.
A Disney movie?
Yeah, an animated Disney movie.
Hold on. Now I have to look at a list.
Hold on, listen.
A list
I'm
of
gonna forward.
animated.
What are we gonna do? I don't know. What do you want to do?
I've got it. Let's flap over the east side of the jungle. They've always got a bit of action, a bit of a swinging scene, all right?
I remember this now.
Things are right, dead all over.
You mean you wish they were?
What's the song that they do?
We're your friends. We're your
Oh.
friends.
We're your friend to the very
See?
end. You gotta kill it because we're gonna get stopped.
Oh.
First I say what we're gonna do.
What we're gonna?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What you wanna do. Then I say what we're gonna do. You say what you wanna do. What we're gonna do. What you want. Let's do something. Okay.
Bro, I see
So
that.
what do you
part-
wanna do?
That part, that much I didn't know. Okay, hold on. All right, we're going back to your question. Disney animated.
No, you can't look at it. If it's your favorite, it'll pop right up.
I know the thing.
No,
the
no,
thing is-
no. If you have to look for it, then you're like,
No, but I'm trying to think.
let me see.
Wait, but there's a lot. The thing is that there's a lot that falls under.
Honey, I love I love Lion King. I love Lion King. You know, but it's like when I think back at classic Disney movies, I even would say that I love Pinocchio, The Aristocrats,
Wow, they make this
Cats,
so
the
difficult.
The
Aristocats was good.
Aristocats was good.
101 Dalmatians is good.
You know, another
hold on.
Bambi.
So I'd
There's
rather-
so many.
I'd
but
rather see these older movies.
that's what I'm talking about. Old Disney classic animated movie. See, I gotta say,
Let's see. Okay, here we go.
everyone is removing your favorite Disney card because
Whatever.
you cannot be searching for it. If you don't know it, you don't know it.
Well, I don't know it then.
Exactly. So you don't have
But
one.
no, I know, but I wanted to look and see like the movies that were. See, I don't even remember some of these movies.
so
the-
he
the
doesn't
rest-
have a favorite.
The Rescuers and the Rescuers Down Under, those were good.
But they are great. They were great movies. And why? Because they were.
What? Hold on a second.
Because they were.
I didn't know that this movie was a Disney movie and it's half animated. Does it count if it's half animated?
You're talking about Puff the Magic Dragon?
No. Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh. No.
No, it doesn't count. See, and then DuckTales is all Disney, so that kind of counts. The Goofy movie, you can have my card. I don't care.
You can just say, I don't have a favorite. You can just say that.
No, the problem is that Disney has bought so many properties that
Honey, but we're going back to the classics. You don't need to look at the entire library. We're just looking at classics. You named them. Peter Pan and Robin Hood,
Robin Hood's good.
you know? But so
But see, that's the thing. I like those. I like the movies, but they're
I
not
love
like
those
my.
movies. I know, but if I had to say, if they said, pick a favorite right now, Jungle
Little
Book.
Mermaid.
I said no princesses.
Oh, I
said
know.
because then mine is Beauty and the Beast. So
Okay.
so there has to be a distinction because those are different groups. So in the
See?
groups of no princesses, animated, classic, vintage Disney movies, there's this.
What?
You don't have a favorite. You only
No.
have a favorite from this side.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna ask you, what movie is your favorite that's in the comedy genre that is not animated, that is between the years of 1981 and 84, that had two leading characters, and one was a male and one was a female? Go.
My Cousin Vinny.
It's not 1981 and 84, bro.
Oh, I don't know. Well, what is it?
That's what-
90s?
but that's what I'm saying.
No,
You-
no, bro.
you
That is not.
restricted.
No,
Hold on.
honey, that is not
You
the same.
restricted it. Yeah.
You're talking about a genre. I didn't say animated films. I said Disney classic.
I know.
Animated films.
But listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
You restricted so much. My brain doesn't work that quickly. You already had. Hold on.
Hold on, but
Hold on.
that's what I'm.
You
saying.
already had the movie in mind.
What's your favorite
and
pasta
then-
dish?
See, that's tough.
But
I
so
can't-
you don't have one. That's what I'm trying to say. What's your favorite color?
I have a couple.
What's your favorite singular color?
Between green and red, I don't know. Probably green.
You would lean towards green?
I would say green.
And with all the shades of colors that there are in the world, if I said only stick to the original basic colors, green is in there, red is in there.
Yes, but you didn't say original base of colors. You said Disney. If you would have said, hey, what is your favorite animated movie?
Mhm. What's your favorite animated movie?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I think, and we can put this as a question underneath. People can they're either going to agree or disagree. But I think that when you have a
All
favorite
dogs
something,
go to heaven. That was a good one.
okay, when you have a favorite something, color, food, movie, book, whatever it is, you know it. If you're stuck, what's my favorite book?
Yours?
Yeah.
Right now, Dracula.
Okay. And that's going to go on as my favorite book forever.
But it wasn't your favorite book until
What
recently.
was my favorite book?
I don't know.
Okay, you didn't know. But I did have a favorite.
Okay, what was your favorite before
Before Dracula, Gone with the Wind.
and before that?
I didn't have one before that. That was it. So this is what I'm saying. I think that if you have a favorite something, you're going to say it. If you are in between, like I asked Leah, what's your favorite color? Because I was trying to come up with a gift for her, and I was trying to, to do like a color coordination thing that was just going to, hit the spots. She was like, I like earth tones. And it's like, do you know how many earth tones there are? There is like light brown, sandy, tan,
Do you not see the
sage
common denominator
green.
here?
What?
You're the problem.
Bro, listen.
You are the problem.
That's why people are going to comment and they're going to say, yes, you know. If you know, you know. And if you're not
Okay,
sure.
What's
so
my favorite food dish? What's my favorite meal?
Well, I would say that it would be oxtail.
Okay.
I may be wrong, but that's what I would think.
See, I could not say that it is definitively oxtail.
So do you know how I
It's
measure
one
things?
of my favorite.
Right. But the reason I say it's your favorite is because that's what you always wanted to have on your birthday. And to
Because
me, when
it's
you ask
become
for
a
something,
thing for my birthday.
right. So for me, it's like if you
I look
ask for
forward to it.
something for your birthday, it's something that's like above everything else. This is what I want. So
Mm-hmm.
I measure things in a way of if you could only watch one movie on repeat for the rest of your life, do you have a movie? I
No.
don't think everybody has a movie.
No way.
Okay. And for me, it's Gone with the Wind. And there's so many great movies. Does that make it my all-time favorite movie of all time? I guess it would have to, because that's what I would watch on repeat over and over again
Yeah,
if I
see,
had
that's-
to.
that's
right?
wild.
What if you had to eat something? One thing. That's
Okay.
all you can eat.
But see,
forever.
I can do that though. I can have the same meal over and over.
Yeah, but what would it be? Because you
if I
can.
had to choose one thing that I could eat over, that I'd have to eat over and over, it would have to be. Does it have to be the exact same dish? Like
Well, yeah, if it's like pizza, it's pizza.
Okay, but if it's tacos, can I have different type of tacos?
I guess.
So tacos.
Yeah, tacos, because that's a little versatile and
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. Yeah. But wow, like that means you love tacos. And so then, does that
Well,
make it
hold
your
on.
favorite dish?
No.
Exactly. That's crazy, right?
But see, I'm saying it goes back to it. I really honestly think you're the problem.
Oh, no, but I'm agreeing with you on that.
You're
That-
agreeing that you're the problem?
No. I'm agreeing that just because you would eat something over and over again doesn't mean that it's your favorite dish. It's just an interesting thing.
Yeah.
That's what it would be. Because
It goes
if
to
I had to
show-
eat the same thing over and over again, it would be spaghetti. But that's not my favorite dish.
Okay, but see, hold on. This goes to show
That's so
how
weird.
different our minds work. Because you like even let's go back to where this whole thing started. What's your favorite Disney animated movie? I've been trying to think this entire time, and I've got a few movies that I would put on that list.
So you know what the conclusion to that is that you don't have one.
No,
That's the conclusion.
The conclusion to that is that there's so many different genres, because even within the same Disney animated movies, there's different genres. Like you can't. You've got the Disney princesses. You've got the old time classics. You've got the movies that kind of are a little bit on the edgier side of Disney, as you go out, like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, that kind of stuff. Then you've got these movies that had animation within the movies, but they were live action, like Mary Poppins and there's
The Ugly Dash Hound,
whatever.
Old
Like
Yeller.
there's
You know what I would have said if I asked you, what is your favorite live action Disney movie? Let's see. Do you have one? From the old set, not the new things that they've been doing.
Immediately in my thought, I went to Angels in the Outfield.
Interesting.
Because that's a movie I remember growing up. I watched that movie a lot. We
Like
had
on
the
repeat.
VHS. Yeah. So we had the VHS. You remember when Disney came with those like plastic, the really big plastic outside ones? So we had that thing, and that thing was wrecked. It was like falling apart because it had been opened and closed so many times, and it spent so much time without the tape inside it that it started to lose the shape, and it would just get like flattened out. So when you put the tape inside, it wouldn't close all the way, whatever. But I watched that movie a lot.
So you know what movie I thought was your favorite?
Which one?
Swiss Family Robinson.
It's up there.
And because very, very early on when we were watching movies together, you told me that's one of my favorites.
It is one of my favorites. Swiss Family Robinson is one of my favorites.
So
But does it take the prize? And I would say that I have a tough time picking one. You're more of a definitive person when it comes to like favorite things, because like I can ask you, what's your favorite color?
blue.
And you have an answer. But that's what I'm saying. I asked you a question.
Exhibit A.
Yeah, and you
I don't even know if they can see me.
Yeah, and you have an answer. What's your favorite food?
Soups. See, I can't.
Okay, that's fine. Soups. I would take that as an answer because you could eat whatever kind of soups. That's your thing.
And think about that. Instead of me choosing that as the only thing, like you chose tacos that you can change up. Instead of me choosing that, my mind goes to spaghetti.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I don't understand that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with that is probably because it's a nostalgic thing for you.
Maybe.
It's a nostalgic.
Because I can taste my mom's spaghetti.
But you guys, how much spaghetti did you guys eat when you were growing up?
Oh my gosh. With rice.
That's weird, bro. My guys do that.
Can you believe it? And
What
it's
is that?
the best.
My
the
guys-
rice picks up that sauce.
Okay.
my God, I'm watering.
I'm gonna discuss you just a little bit.
Oh no.
But
No,
I
I'm
have to.
watering.
No, listen.
You can't discuss me with
Just a little bit. Okay? When the lunch lady comes and she has spaghetti, it's all gone. Everybody gets spaghetti.
And that's not even good spaghetti. I'm just
No,
gonna put
it's
it out
not
there.
good spaghetti.
Okay.
But everybody gets spaghetti. And then they get the white rice and they put it into it and then they hit it with mayonnaise.
And then you killed it.
Of course I killed it. To me, they killed it the moment they put rice in it. I don't like soup with rice in it. Did that blink?
Yeah. I feel like we're losing a light here.
I don't like soup with the rice in it.
In fact,
But
let's put it out
I
there.
like the soup with the rice on the side.
Right.
And I think to me,
But how many people even eat rice with their soup, though? Like, I feel
Do you
like if you
remember-
put that out there, I don't think people are like, what, rice with your soup?
how about the mashed potatoes with the soup?
I know
That
that's.
was fantastic.
I wonder if that's an American thing or a
don't know.
Midwest thing. I don't know, but
It
we were
thickens-
taught that,
It thickens up the soup a little
and it
bit.
was a great addition.
Phenomenal. I like
great.
that. That I
Yeah.
can do. That I can do. But like, I like to have something that's going to soak up the. I don't feel like rice soaks up the soup. I feel like it just kind of like it's the grainy. It's the texture that I don't like.
Interesting.
That's why I like to have it separate on the side.
Interesting.
Anyways,
But back
spaghetti
to
was the thing growing up. That's what you always had in the house.
no, I'm just saying I know we had a lot of it. I think it could feed a lot of people. And my dad worked for an Italian food
right.
distributor, so we always had spaghetti in the house. We always had tomato sauce and mozzarella and all that stuff. So I think that it was something that you could make and it would feed a lot of people. My mom would make that sauce and that sauce would get frozen. And so
Right,
now
and
you
you
just
could
have to
use it.
take it out. And how much does pasta cost? Even now
Yeah.
that things are so expensive, you can buy a box of pasta for 99 cents.
Yeah, you can
So-
make pasta and it's not that expensive either.
Right,
Yeah.
even better. But what I was going to tell you about, to close off with Leah's colors, what we arrived at is that she doesn't have a favorite color. She has a favorite color palette. And that's what it is.
That's exactly what I'm saying with the movies.
Right. So
I
there
don't have a favorite movie. I have a favorite movie palette.
right. So but then if she is asked, "What's your favorite color?" she can't say she would have to answer, "I don't have a favorite color. I like this color palette," but you don't. Cuz I think if you have a favorite something, you know right away.
And since I threw you a softball, easy for you to hit a home run, and you
What?
completely went right by it. Thank you for asking me. The food that we ate when we were growing up the most in my house.
I didn't feel like that was a
Twice.
I didn't feel like that was a reciprocal question.
I know, but twice I lobbed it at you. I'm like, bring it back.
Oh,
Here you go.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me do it now.
Let's try it. Ready?
Okay. So what
Oh,
was
did you have
your
a question for me?
what was your
Oh, mine?
nostalgic food growing up?
Oh, it was not nostalgic.
Oh,
It was the thing that we had the most.
the
Yeah,
most.
picadillo.
Really? You were like typical Cuban family.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute. But as long as I have known your parents, any time that we have eaten any food in their house, it has never been picadillo.
Because by the time that you were going over to eat, there was a little bit of money in the bank account, so it
Honey,
moved
but
into the steaks.
okay, but to me,
Even my dad as a butcher, we would have steaks, but it would be the palomilla, which I hate.
I know, but I don't know.
To
Why do you
this-
hate? Why do you hate it?
But my mouth is tired of chewing that rubber sole thing. I
Bro.
can't. I can't.
Maybe that's why I liked it so much. Now I'm going to gross you out a little bit
Oh God.
Okay.
There we go.
because
Bro,
I
It
remember
felt like I was chewing cud, bro.
exactly, bro.
That's what you liked?
Bro, hold on. Think about this, okay? The amount of times that we even had palomilla steak, all right, was so like, wow. It must have been my dad's birthday, something. That was a rarity. And then you'd get a piece about this big, all right? Tell me if I lie. About that big, lots of onions, sauteed onions in it, and a good helping of rice. Bro, you could sit at the table for an hour chewing that steak.
That's horrible.
And you just like chewed that thing like it was gum until finally it was broken down enough that you weren't going to choke swallowing it.
Okay.
Oh, that was the best.
Well, you know how many times
That my mouth was watering again.
you know how many
Yeah,
For the-
because it's so delicious.
you know how many times I chewed the steak and I got to the point where I just couldn't do anything with what was in my mouth and I'd take it out and I'd put it on the plate.
That's gross, bro.
Bro, I couldn't do it.
That's disgusting.
When have you seen me eat un palomillo?
Never.
Never. I refuse to.
Wait. Because I do remember buying some when the kids were little.
Yes.
I think you forced yourself to
Maybe
eat it.
sometimes. But even pan con bistec. When do you see me eat un pan con bistec?
And that is, see, what is your favorite sandwich in all the land?
Pan con lechon. There's no question for me and
And
no question for you. I got that.
That's a favorite.
I understand that, but that's a favorite.
And that hold on. And there's really good sandwiches because Broadway, well,
Okay,
it's
listen. I can do that. That's something. If I could eat
a
something
good
every day-
steak sandwich.
Oh, steak sandwich. A Philly cheesesteak.
A Philly cheesesteak. That's what I'm talking
Amazing.
about. But not everywhere.
What's
Not everywhere.
Yeah, the Philly cheesesteak is made with what?
I don't know. What is
Ribeye.
that anyway? Shaved ribeye?
Shaved ribeye.
Interesting.
And what
Not
kind of
everybody
steak are
does.
we eating today?
Not everybody does.
And what kind of steak are we eating today?
And you almost settled for New York strip.
Because I know you like the New York strip. New York strip.
do love
I can do it,
But you don't love it.
but I don't love it. A ribeye for me, oh my goodness, it's butter. You can eat it with a spoon,
And that's
and
why.
you got to buy a good one.
And that's
Like we
why.
got
Speaking
like
of which,
grass fed.
yeah.
Like,
but speaking of
farm
which,
to table.
we needed to ask them yesterday about the prime rib roast
Oh,
to see if
I
they,
didn't even think about asking them.
especially that guy that you know him there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he could like contact you when they've got them ready.
Yep.
Because that's what we're doing for Christmas,
Yes, it was good. Was it last year? The year before?
bro.
It's been a couple years since we made it, but that thing was so good.
Oh my god! But I didn't know that it was.
But a rib roast is ribeye.
I didn't know that. Oh my gosh.
That's my favorite. Steak.
That's my
That's my favorite.
watering again.
Steak. That's my favorite steak. I can have a ribeye.
And I prefer it with the bone.
Yes, I prefer it with the bone.
They didn't have it with the bone
No.
yesterday.
No, when it's fresh cut like that, they don't do the bone, because you get the.
So let me talk to you about the bone.
Okay.
The bone was something that was coveted for me in my house growing up. Okay. Particularly chicken bone, because we mostly had chicken. We didn't have
For
a lot
what?
of steak. Bro, to cut it open and eat the marrow inside.
For the chicken?
On the drumstick? Bro.
I'm like
Bro, we grew up without much. And
can you tell your story with the thing that you thought that was the soup?
But I did tell that story already.
Have you?
I
On
know
the
I've
chat?
told that. On the audio version,
the-
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so share it, because
Yes.
that you gotta share. That
We're,
is hilarious.
we're talking about the time my dad was cooking?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, because we were so many in my house, right? It wasn't like you could do anything and not be seen. The moments that you had where absolutely nobody was around and maybe you could like steal a little bit of juice from the fridge or something, very, very few and far between. So my dad showed up with a bag that looked like it was from the butcher shop, like wrapped and all that stuff. And he starts this big stock pot, right? And I see him throwing seasonings in there. And it's just like, my mom was probably doing something. I do remember seeing him in there, but maybe he was cleaning it. I don't know. But my mom was always the one who was cooking. Although my dad did have 2 signature dishes that he made. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I just start smelling like this soup, right? And what is my weakness, right? Soups. And I'm thinking, we haven't had dinner or something. I'm hungry. I'm smelling it. And it's so, so good. And it's meat. It's not chicken. Again, meat is
Right.
prime.
Prime.
Okay. So who knows how this happens? But I find myself completely alone in the kitchen. And I run into that pot.
Which is a feat in itself, because there's 8 children.
That's what I
and
just
2
said.
adults inside this
That's what I just
house.
said. And the
Yeah.
kitchen was an open plan. So if you're in the living room, you can look into the
Yep.
kitchen, right? And then it was like there was that.
If you opened any bedroom, you looked at the kitchen.
No, bro.
Except the ones in the hall.
But where was everybody? Who knows? I run into that pot, and as best as I can, I cut a little sliver of meat. And I remember hiding myself where the trash can was, down there, so I could chew it. Maybe I could get a little bit more, whatever, right? The moment I put that in my mouth, my brain was confused, because I think it's like when you drink something and you think you're drinking Coke, but it's really, really dark sweet tea.
Ugh.
Like, what the heck? My brain is just confused because I'm tasting something that does not taste like steak. It does not taste like meat. I don't know what this is. There's like a weird like tanginess to it. And it's just the worst. I can't remember if someone found me there or what happened, but I came to find out from my dad that it was lamb shanks that some restaurant had given him. Who knows if they weren't even, like, were they old? Were they going to toss them? Like, and he was cooking it up for the dogs. But it was seasoned. Who seasons stuff?
Well, when you do that kind of stuff, you throw something in there.
I'll tell you another story. My mom was making a soup one time, and she said that it was in Spanish, piedra, which is stone, right? And I'm thinking, oh my God, we've hit rock bottom. She is making a soup of stone, right? And I remember my grandmother, my dad's mom, talking about making a soup with stone before, right? She said that they were so poor. So poor. Like my dad said he had plantain leaf shoes. That's poor, bro. Like I feel we grew up poor. He grew up poor. Like that was really poor, okay? And she was making a stone soup because there was nothing. And so she put it in there just to give the soup a little flavor, right?
Of what? Rock?
And I'm thinking, how? How can you give soup flavor with a rock, right? And my mom was making that. And I'm like, we've hit rock bottom, right? But then I started seeing that soup's taking like shape. It looks good and all that stuff. Bro, come to find out, that's the nickname that they would give gizzards. She was making a gizzard soup. People might think, ew, gizzards. Maybe I like gizzards because they were a childhood thing.
Fried gizzards are amazing.
I've never had that.
Oh, it's so good.
Never had that.
So when I worked, let's see. So the first time I ate it, it was in the Keys. And the lady who was in the deli department, the manager of the deli department, was this southern black lady. Like, I mean, it was like Georgia in the woods, southern. And she's
was
like...
this in the Keys?
In the Keys. Mm-hmm. And she would get gizzards and she would fry them up. And she would give them out to to the managers in the departments. It's like a little, hey guys, here you go. I'm cooking for you guys today, blah, 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 whatever. Those things were so delicious. And then when I worked as a district supervisor up in the Miami area, after when I got promoted with Winn-Dixie, I met this, she was like 3'5". I don't know. She was this tiny little black lady. And she goes, this was my husband's favorite dish. And I make this every single day, but I can't cook it at home. So I cook it here. And I take it home to him on Fridays. That's what she would always do. So I always kind of made
Why
sure.
can't she cook it at home?
Because it's just, I guess she didn't want to do the frying at the house. And so she would make it, she'd cook it at the store, and then she'd take it home, take it home to him. And I was there a couple Fridays, and that was my favorite way.
And what was it again?
It was the fried gizzards. So, but she would bread it in a way, and there was a spice that I never ever understood what it was. I've never tasted that spice anywhere else. I think it was a mix of stuff that she would do, but it was all in the flour. My mouth is watering thinking about it. And then she would make a sauce that you dip them in, and she would mix it up, and she'd be like, here you go. And she'd give me just a little cup of them, and you dunk them in there, and you eat them, and they were so tender and
Wow.
so delicious. The first time
I've never even seen that on a menu anywhere.
they have them, it's more like a southern restaurant kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's also like la colita. I don't know what that translates to English. On the chicken, on the thigh, the little, it's technically it's the butt.
Technically, or it is the butt?
Technically.
No, it's
Technically
the butt.
it is. Anyways,
The butt.
that's my favorite part. It's like, they call it the molleja? No, I think molleja is gizzards.
See, it has so many names.
There's so many names.
What would you even know? For a long time, I thought that rabo encendido, which is oxtail, was actually the tail
It
of
is.
the ox.
It is.
It is the tail?
Yes.
Bro, it's the tail. You're eating the tail, bro?
Yes, that's why it's so expensive.
What?
Because there's one tail to a whole cow.
Bro, are you serious?
Yes. Why do you think it's like that fatty, delicious meat?
What? But it's so tender.
Yeah. Look. So there's the cow.
Show the people.
you go.
What in the hell? What the hell?
What the hell?
Well, let me tell you something. I think that there are some dishes that are super simple when you put them together, but they will rival, in my book anyway, they will rival any Michelin star restaurant dish that you could put in front of me.
Okay.
And I will choose them over that dish any day.
Who?
Myself.
Okay. What would you choose over?
A Michelin star dish? Beans and tortillas.
Oh, like the homey
Yeah,
type of
like
food?
a good chicken soup.
Okay,
Like,
so this
but
is...
I have been served chicken soup in restaurants that I am thinking, how are you okay calling this a chicken soup?
Okay, so hold on.
It's oily.
Hold
it's
on. Can we talk about
cloudy?
this? We're going to talk about this live on air.
Okay.
Okay? So, something that I have said to you a couple times is if we were to go to the Carolinas and open up a restaurant, we would kill. Because it would be homemade dishes that we would make. It would be a completely different world. Like, could you imagine your soup on the menu? Could you imagine...
You know, I'm very proud of my soup.
I'm very proud of your soup. Your soup is amazing.
I feel like my soup
Your
puts
soups.
hair.
Your soups are amazing.
Oh, thank you, Books.
Okay, let's go down the list of your soups really fast, and then we'll go back to what I'm saying. Your chicken soup, if you're sick, right, it raises you from the dead.
Aw.
Okay? Your tortellini soup, that is out of this world. Your soup Toscana, 100 times better than anywhere we've ever had it.
The crab and corn.
The crab and corn, so delicious, so creamy and delicious. Oh my goodness. What are the soups?
Well, and then this
Oh,
time.
your beef soup.
Oh my god.
Your beef soup.
That's top tier.
That's like if you need to run a marathon. If you need to move a building.
Well, or if you're recovering from something that has so much collagen.
Yeah, so good. Your bean soup,
Oh, honey.
right?
Oh,
your,
honey.
your bean soup doesn't beat your mom's bean soup.
No, because
But
it's
that's what it is.
and this. I'm just waiting for it to turn a little cool for my baked potato soup.
Oh, the baked potato soup. Did you see the video I sent you? It's not quite a soup. It's more of like a mashed potato bowl.
A mashed potato bowl.
Yes.
Bro, that's another thing. What's your favorite starch? Bro, you can kill me with potatoes, bro.
I know.
I will
You
eat
can
potatoes any which way you give them to me.
Yeah.
Not ice cream, though.
What?
I wouldn't eat potato ice cream.
Who makes potato ice cream?
I just said I would eat them any which
Hold
way,
on.
and I was like, wait.
If they make potato ice cream,
That's disgusting.
no. If they make potato ice cream, you need to try it. Potato ice cream.
No, because then it would taste like mashed potato. No. I don't believe you. Where are you getting
Oh,
your
okay.
news?
Hold on.
No.
Wait. I put potato ice cream and they came up. Okay, but it's a dessert that looks like a loaded baked potato. It's made from vanilla ice cream.
Oh.
It was created in Boise, Idaho.
Oh, okay.
But like
man.
it looks like a baked potato.
If
And
I
it-
were
yeah.
gonna go move to a state, that's where I'd go. I think you'd go to Wisconsin. I'd go to Idaho. What do you think?
I wouldn't go to Idaho.
No, you'd go to Wisconsin.
Me?
Tell me you don't love cheese.
Oh, I love cheese. But I don't know that it would be Wisconsin.
I'd go to Idaho or Montana and eat all the steak that I want.
Okay. How about New Orleans?
I know. I feel like that's where you would,
That's
because
some
it's spicy.
that's some good food.
I don't even know if I'll be able to eat when we go there.
Louisiana. Is there anything? Oh, we just talked to the lady at the pharmacy, where she was talking about California being very like food truck.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, so let's go back to what I'm saying.
Obviously, we're foodies,
Yeah, this episode has become very foodie.
and the mouth keeps watering.
The mouth, I know. And we just had breakfast.
Did we just though? Did we just?
Is it time for lunch?
I think like it's been time.
Oh boy, soon enough. Anyways, I feel like, because I have said
How
to-
many people? Sorry, sorry, just freeze right there. How many people are hearing this episode in a moment where like they're like, I'm so hungry now, and it's the worst. That's like when you're
All right,
watching.
so if you're hungry, let us know in the chat.
Let us know what you ate.
Let us know what you ate.
Let us know what you ate.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. Go back to.
Am I ready? Yeah. I'm gonna. Okay. So I keep saying to you that so I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think I want to retire cutting grass.
I don't think anybody wants to do that,
Like,
bro.
That's a long. Like
You work in hell.
yes. So that's like another 20 years.
But
You
why
know,
does it have to be 20 years?
another
Who
15
set,
years.
But who set a timer on that?
Well, when you run out of money, you can't live. So
Bro, we could come up with like a new way to live.
yes, by having a
We
restaurant.
could, you know what we could do? We could get a little like traveling van and just like move around. Be gypsies or something.
No,
No?
no. I say we get a restaurant
Yeah, but why do you want to do that?
because I feel that we could change the world
With food.
with food.
I feel like we put so much love into our food, it would be very disheartening to have some, critic come and say, you could get this in your mama's basement.
Listen, I feel like if we were to go into, okay, Rudy was talking to us about the absence of Cuban style food in South Carolina, and he says that there was a restaurant that opened up close to his hospital, and they catered some food, and everyone was like raving. Everyone was just absolutely raving about the food that there was, and that they served him, and he ate it, and he was like, "Oh my God, I haven't had this food in years."
Oh, it was good.
He said it was good.
Okay.
So he was talking to one of the owners, and they're like, "Yeah, we're expanding to 3 or 4 restaurants now," and blah 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 blah. And I started thinking to myself, I'm like, "That's it. That's what happens. If you go to too many restaurants, it becomes commercial. You're not cooking the same way. Your food's not getting the same flavor. It's not getting all the same stuff because you're teaching someone else a specific recipe." And I find that the really good food does not have a
I
recipe.
mean, unless you've got a really good
Unless you
team
have it, yeah.
overseeing this. Because I think about Gordon Ramsay. He has restaurants all over the world.
Let's not talk about that.
Oh.
I just saw a video for Gordon Ramsay's burger.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh boy is right.
Uh-oh.
I was so disappointed
Oh,
at the
gosh.
burger.
Oh, gosh.
It looks like Burger King.
Who says this? The same people who said that.
I say this.
Who said this?
Can I show you? I'm going to show the video of. Okay.
Oh,
Tell
awesome.
me that does not look like a Burger King burger.
Caramelized onion, pickled pink onions, fresh peppery rockets, crispy onions, and finally, to top it off, a delicious toasted brioche bun. Delicious.
It's Wagyu.
No, bro. It looks like Burger King. Look.
A swirl of caramelized onion mayo, next flame grilled 100% Oregon wagyu beef.
That looks like a Burger King burger.
Just because it has the grill marks.
No, bro. It looks like a
But
burger.
what if you taste it and you're like, oh my gosh.
I am. You want to know how much that burger costs?
Probably $20.
$43.
It's Wagyu. Which I don't even know what it is.
43. You know what Wagyu is? It's a cow that's never touched the floor.
I thought that was veal.
No. Veal is the baby. Is baby cow.
Baby cow.
Yes.
Ew.
Wagyu has never touched the floor.
Poor thing. What? Okay.
As soon as they're born, they're put into straps and they stay.
Okay,
hanging
that's terrible.
up. It's the truth, and then they fatten them up.
Okay, thank you for telling me more.
Well,
My goodness.
I may be wrong on that, but
Oh my gosh.
what
Someone
I
is
heard.
going to, like, in all caps. False.
no, but I'm saying like it feels. I feel like we would kill. We would kill.
You
But
know,
I
think
I know you don't want that life.
that's the thing. That's the problem, is that the life requires weekends and it requires evening shifts. And I would say that even at the just the onset of it, for the next few years, it requires you to be very present, because we have seen what happens to people who go open a restaurant and then they bring in somebody else to run it, and then they're just like, they step back. Nobody's there to make sure standards are right. They're
I
not
know.
taking a day off. People are not cleaning correctly, and then you get shut down. What is up with that cursed corner that we have in Homestead? How many in downtown Homestead, where they're doing the whole remodel and all that stuff?
Right
There's-
across from the theater.
yeah, right next to the theater. There's a restaurant. Well, there's a spot there in which several restaurants have tried to open and they get shut down. Why they're getting shut down, I have no idea. It doesn't necessarily mean that it was unclean practices, but it's just not, it's not
The thing is that
succeeding. They're failing. And I don't know why. Is it the area? Are you opening something that's too fancy for the area?
the staple restaurants that are in downtown Homestead, like those are surviving by the people that are accustomed to going there over and over. So some of these like new restaurants, like there's a new right down the street from there. There's a new, it's like completely vegan restaurant that just opened up. I don't see that surviving in Homestead. The clientele just isn't here.
I think if you were in Brickell, yeah, that would
Brickell, yeah.
that would do well.
Downtown,
It's your area.
like-
So I wonder, I'm curious, right? I think that you're right, that you go to a place like where my folks and my family lives, and we do see an absence of any Latin cuisine, right? And that would bring something different. It would bring flavor. I feel like that's sort of obvious, that you're purposefully bringing something that's going to call people in and it's going to be good, right? But when you move into a city, let's say, right, I think that you have to know kind of your people to be able to determine, is this restaurant going to do well here?
The thing
Because
is that-
a vegan restaurant, that's a niche group of people, right? Who would then purposefully go seek out. That means that your regular customer who walks in who is not vegan, you
It's not
can't.
going to order from there.
They're not going to order
But-
from there. You're not even going to go check it out.
Right.
It's
But
not like we
American-
also offer
Right.
vegan.
But American white people love Hispanic food.
Yeah.
They love it. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm saying in that area, I feel that it would do well.
100%.
Plus, the fact that you have so many migrating families over there, they don't have those restaurants. They're seeking it out. They're looking for it. So,
Well, and you know what surprised me is that Nikki was telling me that she's been craving something like Mario's over there, right? And in Orlando, you have a melting pot of people. I would say that it's kind of like Miami, and even,
Yeah.
and maybe I'm even saying downtown Miami, where you've got people from Europe and Asian people. There's huge Asian presence in Orlando. So you would think that there would be, a handful of Cuban restaurants around. And
She said
just
she found-
now,
yeah, she said she just
found a
found one,
spot.
yeah.
She just found a spot, and I'm thinking, that's bizarre to me. You know,
Because the thing is that it's college kids, the area that she's in.
and that's the other thing I'm saying.
That's
So
a-
I
that's a tough
wonder
spot.
when people go and say, I'm going to open up a vegan spot here. What kind of research did you do into who lives in this place? What's the age group of even what's the income, I think, of the place you're opening?
Well,
Because
look
you're not
at-
going to
look
put a
what
Ruth
happened-
Chris in a place that is
I was-
lower income.
But I was just going to say that. Look what happened at the Redland Hotel. They put in the bistro.
Did they close?
They closed.
No way.
Yep. It's
Something
now
so nice.
Sushi Maki.
What?
And it was full bar, really nice. Their dishes
The
looked
vibe. The
phenomenal.
vibe was very modern.
Everything was modern, like upscale food. It was very, very nice. They did a lot of work to the restaurant. It was a good turnaround for that spot, but they don't have the clientele. So you can't afford to just have a building open that you're not going to have a clientele. That's why that again, I go back to it. That's why with a proper menu, a good menu, man, you could, $15, $16, $17 dishes, and you get a good meal, you're going to kill. Look at Mario's. Mario's is the right place for here.
Yeah.
Mario's is a perfect spot.
Yeah.
They're always full.
Yeah.
Always full. So much so that they're building the brand new restaurant right next door. And it's supposed to seat double the people that they have now. So either they're going to open and it's going to have half of the restaurant empty, or they're going to have an exponential growth because they have the space. That's the type of restaurant that needs to be
Right.
opened up.
Well, and then you've got your chain restaurants. I feel like your chain restaurants are going to do well pretty much anywhere, only because it's recognizable.
Yeah.
And people are going to go there. But anything new and innovative, I even feel like ice cream shops don't do well here.
Down
Have you
here,
seen
no?
how many ice cream shops have opened and closed?
Closed, yeah.
The last ice cream shop that looked promising, at least, was turned into a dispensary.
Yeah.
And the new ice cream shop that opened is in a restaurant that has so many violations. Nobody should be eating there.
Nobody should be
okay.
eating there.
And then there is one ice cream shop that prevails and dominates the area down here. The one in downtown. The Mexican ice cream place.
Oh, the Michoacana.
Okay. And
Why?
yet
Because
we've
of
gone
the customer.
we've tried it, and it's like
It's
that's
because of the customer.
that's not the ice cream that we're looking for.
Yeah.
And yet, when we've gone to, for example, St. Augustine has some places where the ice cream is just Naples. Bro, how do those but that's what I'm saying, right? Don't you think
That's
that
the
you could
clientele,
go
though.
into a place and
the-
say this
Naples
ice cream
has-
is going to kill?
Across the street from the ice cream shop is a steakhouse that you're gonna go sit down. You're gonna spend $200. That's the cheapest you're gonna come out of there, right?
Yeah.
They have the clientele to spend that money. The ice cream's not cheap.
No, but it's so
But it's
good.
so
Don't you
good.
feel like you could just take that anywhere and it would do
Absolutely.
good? But it won't.
Absolutely, but it won't because people won't spend that money.
I guess that's what it is. People
won't
won't
spend
spend
that
the money.
I'll leave it with this, okay? Because we're gonna go.
Bro,
watch.
my mouth is watered.
I know.
Like dessert, lunch.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna go make the steaks right now. I think. I know that's dinner, but we'll pick later on.
We'll pick later
But
on.
I think I'm
Bro,
gonna go-
I think you're
I'm gonna
onto
make the
something.
food. Oh, I'm 100%.
Oh,
That's what we're
okay.
gonna do.
Okay, I'm with
All
you
right.
then.
And we're gonna cut it. My stomach's actually growling.
Growling, you poor thing.
Okay, so, what was I saying? Oh, I'll leave you with this. Our area is in such a need for food that is crafted in deliciousness that yesterday we just didn't want to cook and we're like, let's just order something, and we have our spots. And if you want Mexican, you're in the right place. Mexican restaurants everywhere, and delicious Mexican restaurants. They're on every corner. We don't have a problem with that. But last night we didn't want that. We wanted something else. And we literally went down the list and ended up ordering a pizza. Why? because there just isn't anything. The need is very, very, very visible. Okay? And the need up there is visible. So be open to it, baby.
All right, I'm open to it.
Be open to it because, you know?
I'm open to it.
Like, for real open to it? Or you're just lying to me right through the camera?
No, I'm open to it.
Open to what?
Whatever it is that you're opening.
Anyways, we talked about a lot of food.
Yeah. Do you think we talked about food because we're hungry? Or because that's just where the road took us?
I think it's because we're hungry.
Or are we just super passionate about food?
I think we're hungry.
Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Because you said we just had breakfast. So you're making me second guess myself.
I know, but I think we just had breakfast.
Did we just have breakfast? Wasn't breakfast like at 9 o'clock and it's 1 o'clock now? Isn't this typically lunchtime?
Yeah, it's been 4 hours. What do we do all morning? Goodbye now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We will see you next week. Say goodbye.